Hey YouTubers, this is CJ Hot Wheels. We finally got some M-Case cars showing up at public stores down in the south. It's been over a month since the last batch hit, so it was only a matter of time when the M-Case finally shows up, because we've been getting really long droughts recently. It seems like every year the distribution gets worse. But anyway, I'm going to show you what I got. So the M-Case isn't all that exciting. It's kind of a dud batch. There's not a whole lot of nice cars, but there's a few hidden gems. So first off, we have the recolor of the 2015 Ford Mustang GT convertible in black. The yellow wheels, eh. Lamborghini Huracan LP620-2 Super Trofeo. Mouthful. In orange. It's pretty nice with those MC5 wheels on it. And the front end's still detailed, which is nice. Next up, another recolor. It's on the Porsche 917 LH in white, which looks a lot nicer than the light blue. And I like the plastic insert headlights. That's pretty neat. So no matter what variation gets released, it's always going to have detailed headlights because they're plastic. This is really cool. The 49 Ford F1 recolor in a really dark purple. It almost looks blue, but it's not. It's almost like an indigo color. It's really nice. I think it's a little bit nicer than the red one. So next up, we have one of the new castings in the batch, highly anticipated new casting, the 87 Dodge D100, which is a very Baja-focused off-road truck, which is actually kind of nice. And I have a Dodge pickup too, so it only makes sense to get this one. So that's pretty sweet, even if it's not a... Well, actually, it is a Ram, pretty much. I mean, that was the only Dodge pickup in the 80s, except for the Dakota. So, and probably what is my favorite one, and pretty much everyone else's favorite one in this batch, another new casting, the new 017 Audi RS6 Avant. Very, very sweet. Sweetie sweet. I mean, look at that front end, how detailed it is. The grille, the European front plate, headlights, the little LED daytime running lights inside, and the lower grille, and the clean livery, and then in the back, got the tail lights, and the other European license plate, the Audi logo, the diffuser on the bottom. Very, very cool. And a nice set of Wi-Fi wheels. And it even has side mirrors. So it's almost like a Matchbox. If you took the wheels off, it would literally be a Matchbox. And that's kind of ironic because back in 2006, Matchbox made their own Audi RS6 Avant. This is the very first one that they ever released in light blue. I'm glad to have it because these have gone up in value and they're very hard to find. But yeah, here's the Hot Wheels modern equivalent. And then this is one of those cars that Matchbox should have made. I mean, if they made the old one, they should make the new one. But instead, Hot Wheels did. Sorry, TV. It's dusty. This bright light shows everything. But yeah. I mean, it only makes sense. It's a car that you wouldn't think that Hot Wheels would make. Or if they did make it, it would be like a souped up, like, tuned version. But it's actually a stock version, which is nice. I'm sure it'll be the only one, because then every single livery afterwards is going to be in really wacky, tacky liveries, and they'll look awful. Anyway, and the last one, yes, I even got the Barbie Chevy Corvette. I mean, it's kind of funny how they brought this back, but they did make Barbie Hot Wheels, like, I think back in the 90s, they had a Ford Mustang convertible Barbie car. But the fact that it's pink and it's for a girl's toy, boys are going to hate this. They're going to open them up just so they can destroy them and burn them and do all sorts of crap to them. So that's what they did. And when Hot Wheels was releasing pink cars in the late 60s, early 70s during the Red Line era, that's what they also did. They took the pink cars that they released and they destroyed the hell out of them because it's too girly. So, and I'm sure that's what boys are going to do to this one too, but I'm not. I mean, it's kind of embarrassing but to get this, but it's actually kind of cool. Who knows, maybe it'll go up in value or something, especially if they do, if boys do what they did to the original pink cars. So it'll be harder to find it'll be hard to find them in the packages like this, or mint loose. But anyway, so it's no brainer. The best one is the Audi. There's a few nice recolors, but for the most part it's all crappy fantasy cars that nobody wants, with very few gems hid here and there. So, and the same situation with the N case, which is going to be the next batch. Like the car that I can think of at the top of my head that I really want, that everyone wants, is the new 019 Chevy Silverado Trail Boss. That's going to be nice. And it's also a nice, clean livery of the truck instead of being a souped-up, modded truck with all these wacky-tacky graphics on it. That's for later. But yeah, but ultimately the best one is the Audi. That's very cool. I'll have to keep an eye on another one and maybe open it, but I don't know. I think I'll be good and just keep this one. So I don't need another one. What am I going to do with it? So, there you go. Oh yeah, I mean, this is going to be the super of the batch, which is kind of ironic because it's a brand new casting, but it's also released as a super treasure hunt. Hot Wheels doesn't do that. The only other car that they did that on was the 2017 Ford GT from 2016. It was the very first new model to also be released as a super treasure hunt at the same time. Because Hot Wheels always uses existing castings. That's been their trademark for years. But recently they've been using new castings as well, which is kind of nice, actually. It's actually makes it more worthwhile to find them. I mean, not only do you find a brand new casting, but it's a brand new super. So you get a 2-for-1. So there you have it. Take care. Happy collecting.